where are you? We got some work to do.
I'm from Denmark. I've been here, when I'm leaving Monday, I'll be here, I will have been here 2 years minus 2 weeks.
Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you. Pretending you got
I'm the tallest foreigner in Changchun. Oh, look at that tall guy. I come from the third largest city in Denmark called Odense. It's situated in the middle of the country. The main reason for me to seeking China is that I've always been interested in Asia as the difference between Europe and Asia. Being in China is so vastly different from being in Denmark. A simple thing like internet, and it's a simple example, but it still shows that there are differences, development differences, but also big cultural differences because, well, the internet is not open in China. What happens when you live here is that Chinese students, we are teachers, and Chinese students, they don't have a lot of information about Western culture or Western things because of China was closed for, well, opening up policy was in 1978. There are so many references that they don't understand. When you watch a movie, let's just say a Disney or Pixar animated movie, and in that movie there's a lot of references that the Chinese don't get because they don't have that information. What I hate here in Changchun is honking the horn, because it's not necessary. It doesn't do anything. It's just retarded, squared. And you're like, you tell the taxi driver, like, it's not working. And you're like, oh yes, it does work. See, they're driving now. Yeah, but they're not driving because you honk the horn, you idiot. Well, you do have a mental map of Guilin or other places where you know that where they have Western toilets. So you can sort of plan your way around that, and you take care of your business before you leave your apartment to go to the club or to the bar or whatever. This is where you get a little bit confused about, do you want to sit down or do you want to squat? Everything is better about proper sit-down toilets rather than squatting toilets. And squatting toilets is merely a low development from shitting outside. That's it. That's it. And they don't have toilet paper. It doesn't piss me off that everywhere I go I hear the Chinese words Hao Gao or Tai Gao. Even in Denmark I also hear people on the street going, oh, look at that tall guy. Short doors. The energy of Guilin in the summertime, of course, because wintertime is hellish. Like, I'll just go back to the hate part. You don't need more than minus 10 degrees to understand cold. In the summertime, in Guilin you have this fantastic energy of people, businesses, barbecue, the traffic that actually is part of it. There is a tourist China and a non-tourist China. Pretty much there's nothing here for tourists. There's a big lake out southeast, but you know, lakes are lakes. I think that I've had a more Chinese experience living in Changchun. It's always changing, it's always transforming into something else. When I came 2 years ago, the elevated highways were not finished. There are more people in Changchun than in Denmark. Denmark has 5.6 million people. Changchun is pushing 7 or 8 million, depending on what numbers you read. And my perspective is a Danish perspective. So what happens is that it took me a few months to understand that when I take a taxi an hour from one part to another part in the city, I'm still in the city. That's weird for me because, you know, I can take my bicycle in Denmark and take my bicycle for half an hour and I'm at the ocean. Garbage management, traffic coordination. Strudels is German, you. We don't have strudels in Denmark, we have pastries. I think Chinese men could learn a little bit about being a gentleman. A little bit about opening the door. Those small things that make the little difference when you're out with a woman. Like I'll just go back to the hate part. The thing about paying the check, going Dutch. I have seen Chinese people almost get into a physical fist fight, arguing over the bill. Stop with the theatrics about money. Be patient. Be patient about living in China and be patient about living in Changchun. And you have to realize that it's different from where you came from. You can adapt or you can go home. Buy your shoes from back home, because shoes you can't get here, and pants, shoes and pants. Well, I am going to miss it here. I'm going to miss the people that I've met here, because it's quite an eclectic group of crazy foreigners that live here in Changchun, and everybody has their own quirks, and everybody has their own wonderful personalities, and that's why I stayed 2 years. When you are in China, you look back at your own country, and I think that I understand my own country and my own culture better now after I've seen such a remarkably different culture. I'm gonna miss you all, and I'm gonna be back.
Can you stand up?
Well, then I go out of frame.
That's it.
Bastards.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right, good.